Good morning, dear students. Welcome in 7th standard E class. Today we are going to study 6th chapter measurement of physical quantities. Dear students, observe the picture 6.1. Various articles and materials are shown. You have to say how these materials are measured. Okay, so yes, student, correct. Brinjals are measured in grams and kilograms. Thread is measured in meters. Spinach is measured in bunch. It is sold in bunches. Milk is measured in liter. Gold ring is measured in gram. And cloth is measured in meter. Yes, students. So let's understand physical quantities. In our day-to-day life, we measure various things such as fruits, vegetable, food grains, body temperature, some liquids like milk and petrol. We measure volume of liquid, density of various substances, speed of vehicles. So what is meant by physical quantities? Underline these lines. Mass, weight, distance, speed, temperature, volume. These are physical quantities. Dear students, let's understand what is meant by magnitude. Value means numbers, okay, and unit means words. So students, Kelvin, seconds, Fahrenheit, gram, kilogram, meter, square per meter, these words are called units. Okay, value means numbers and units means these words: grams, meter, Kelvin, Fahrenheit, seconds. Okay, when value and units both are used to express physical quantities, it is called magnitude. Examples I want to give you: if Akash is having fever, his body temperature is 100 degree Fahrenheit. Here 100 is a value and Fahrenheit is a unit, and together it is called magnitude. Your father walks 5 kilometers daily in the morning. Here 5 is a value and kilometer is a unit. 5 kilometer is called magnitude of a it is a distance is measured in in 5 kilometers, that is 5 kilometer is a magnitude. Okay, brinjal's weight is 2 kg. Here 2 is a value and kg is a unit, and together it is called magnitude. In your textbooks various examples are given, you should study that examples. So let's understand, student, next concept, that is scalar quantity. So it is a very important concept for your further studies. When a quantity is like weight, distance, speed, these quantities are expressed only by using magnitude. Such quantities are called scalar quantities. Okay, students, normal body temperature of a human body is 37 degree temperature. Okay, here 37 is a value and degree Celsius is a unit. Okay, when magnitude is used for expressing any quantity, it is called scalar quantity. Here 37 degree Celsius is a 37 degree Celsius is a scalar quantity. Okay, when magnitude is used to express quantity, it is called scalar quantity. Distance, okay, distance we measure, for example, distance is 60 kilometer. Here 60 is a value, kilometer is a unit, and 60 kilometer together is called magnitude, and distance is measured by using magnitude only. Okay, it's such quantities are called scalar quantities. 2 liter milk. Okay, so magnitude is 2 liter. Okay, when only magnitude is used to express a quantity, such quantities are called scalar quantities. Let's understand vector quantities. What is meant by vector quantities? When quantity is expressed by using magnitude and direction, such quantities are called vector quantities. Okay, displacement is expressed by using magnitude and direction. Hence, displacement is a vector quantity. Example is 20 kilometer towards north. Here, magnitude is also used and direction is also mentioned. Hence, displacement is a vector quantity. Aeroplane is flying at velocity of 500 kilometer per hour towards Mumbai. You know, students, Mumbai is towards the western part of India. So 500 kilometer is a magnitude, and towards Mumbai it is showing direction. Hence, okay, hence this is the example of vector quantity. So here magnitude also given and direction is also given. Okay, velocity is a vector quantity. So let's understand concept mass and weight. What is mass and what is weight? Mass and weight are same concept, same words, or they are different from each other. Let's understand. The amount of matter present in a substance is called mass. And what is matter? Anything which occupies space and have mass is called matter. Matter. Okay, we are going to study about inertia. What is inertia? Matter has a natural tendency to resist a change. Means matter doesn't accept change, it resists change, and it is called inertia. Matter has natural tendency to resist a change in its state, and this natural tendency to resist a change is called inertia. Inertia is not a physical quantity, hence it is not expressed in units. Okay, there is no unit for measuring inertia. Inertia cannot be measured. Okay, mass is quantitative measure of the inertia. By understanding mass, uh, mass magnitude, we can understand inertia. Okay, larger is the mass, greater is the inertia. So let's understand about inertia by following examples. If you are traveling in a bus and when sudden brake is applied by a driver, you immediately moves forward. It is due to inertia, means your body is resisting to change. Okay, it is not accepting change, which is okay, so it is called inertia. We express jerk when lift suddenly starts. So this is also example of inertia. Every matter has tendency to resist a change. Okay, and we experience jerk when lift is suddenly starts. Cricketer moving backwards before catching a ball. Athlete take a short run before jump. So every matter has a natural tendency to resist a change, and it is called inertia. Hope you have understand inertia by above example. Inertia doesn't have any magnitude, it is not expressed in units. Okay, by understanding matter we can understand the inertia. Larger matter, larger inertia. Greater inertia, less matter, lesser inertia. Mass is a scalar quantity because it is expressed in magnitude only. Magnitude means value and unit. For example, 4 kilogram, 5 kilogram, 100 gram. So this is a magnitude, and mass is measured measured in kilogram, gram, and it is a scalar quantity. Here direction is not mentioned. You have seen in market two pan common balance. Okay, in market vegetable vendors, grocery shops, you will get to see two pan common balance. It is used to compare two masses. For example, vegetable vendor keeps 500 grams or any weight in one pan, and in another weight he used to keep grocery or a vegetable. In this way, these vendors compares the two masses. Let's understand what is the difference between mass and weight. Gravitational force acts on when gravitational force acts on mass, it is called weight. Earth attracts every object towards its center, and this is called gravitational force. Okay, mass along with gravitational force is called weight, and weight is a vector quantity. Without gravity matter is said to be mass. With gravity matter is said to be weight. अगर gravity के साथ है तो weight है, gravity के without है तो mass है. Weight is a vector quantity because here direction is mentioned. What is the direction? Towards the center of the earth. In weight, gravity is measured, hence weight is a vector quantity. As gravitational force is also included in it, weight is different at different place of the earth. How? Let's understand. Students, why would be weight of an object is maximum at poles and minimum at equator? You know, student, earth is not a completely spherical. Okay, because it's continuous motion. Earth bulged at equator and flattened at the poles. Hence equatorial diameter is more and polar diameter of the earth is less. What is equatorial diameter? 12,756 kilometer is the equatorial diameter, while polar diameter is 12,714. So student, which diameter is less? Polar diameter is less. Okay, and equatorial diameter is more from the center of the earth. So hence on as the equatorial diameter is maximum, then polar diameter is minimum. Equator is far away from the center of the earth and poles are near to the center of the earth. That is why gravity is minimum at the equator and maximum towards the pole. We experience gravity maximum towards the poles because poles are near to the center of the gravity, and we experience less gravity at the equator because equator is far away from the center of the earth. Hence weight of the object is more towards the poles and less towards the equator. Why is the weight of an object at high altitude less and then its weight at sea level? Means at sea level weight is less, object's weight is less, and at higher altitude like on mountainous area weight of an object is more. Why this is okay? So high altitude like mountains are far away from the center of the earth. Hence weight of an object is less on high altitude region, and at sea level is near to the center of the earth, hence more gravitational force is there. That is why weight of an object is more at the sea level. All the physical quantities cannot expressed in same units. So do you understand, students, all these concepts? Okay, let's see, are the all physical quantities are expressed in same units? No, it's not true. Physical quantities are different from each other. Distance is different, uh, weight is different, mass is different, okay, area is different. As these physical quantities are different from each other, their units are also different. For example, weight and mass are measured in gram, distance is expressed in meter and kilometer, temperature is expressed in Kelvin, in degree Celsius and Fahrenheit, and velocity is expressed in kilometer per hour. Students, in today's video we have studied mass, weight, distance, speed, temperature, volume. Okay, these are the physical quantities. Value and unit together called magnitude. For example, 4 kg is the magnitude. Matter. What is matter? We have seen things which occupy space and have mass is called matter. What is mass? Amount of matter present in a body is called mass. We have studied. Okay, mass is a scalar quantity and okay, weight is a vector quantity. Mass along with gravity is called weight, and vector is a and weight is a vector quantity. Weight is measured expressed with magnitude as well as direction. We have studied inertia. Objects, all objects have tendency, natural tendency to resist a change. वो change accept easily change accept नहीं करते हैं. So objects have natural tendency to resist a change, and not accepting change, resisting change of an object is called inertia. So we have seen examples of inertia also. We have studied scalar quantities like mass, length, breadth, area, temperature, time, work. These are scalar quantities. In scalar quantities only magnitude is used. Vector quantities, we have studied vector quantities means magnitude and direction. When magnitude and direction both are used, it is called vector quantities. Such quantities are said to be vector quantities like velocity, weight. Okay, for measuring different quantities, specific units are used. Means for measuring potatoes, gram and kilograms are used. For measuring distance, kilometer and meters are used. Different quantities are measured in different units. So students, I have taught you some concepts today. In next video we will continue this lesson. Till that, goodbye. Thank you for watching my video.